Their language is most closely related to that of the Embu and Mbir. Geographically, they are concentrated in the vicinity of Mount Kenya. The exact place that the Northeast Bantu speakers migrated from after the initial Bantu expansion is uncertain. Some authorities suggest that the Kikuyu arrived in their present Mount Kenya area of habitation from earlier settlements further to the north and east, while others argue that the Kikuyu, along with their closely related Eastern Bantu neighbors the Embu, Meru, Mbir, and Kamba moved into Kenya from points further north. From archaeological evidence, their arrival at the northern side of Mount Kenya dates to around the 3rd century, as part of the larger group known as Agikuyu. By the 6th century, there was a community of Agikuyu newly established at Gadanganga and Nyeri. The Agikuyu established themselves in their current homeland of Mount Kenya region by the 13th century. Before the establishment of East Africa Protectorate in 1895, the Agikuyu preserved geographic and political power from almost all external influence for many generations. They had never been subdued. Before the arrival of the British, Arabs involved in slave trading in their caravans passed at the southern edges of the Agikuyu nation. Slavery as an institution did not exist amongst the Agikuyu, nor did they make raids for the capture of slaves. The Arabs who tried to venture into Agikuyu land met instant death. Relying on a combination of land purchases, blood brotherhood, partnerships, intermarriage with other people, and their adoption and absorption, the Agikuyu were in a constant state of territorial expansion. Economically, the Agikuyu were great farmers and shrewd businesspeople. Besides farming and business, the Agikuyu were involved in small-scale industries with professions such as bridge building, string making, wire drawing, and iron chain making. The Agikuyu had a great sense of justice. Kihudo. The Agikuyu nation was divided into 9 clans. Each clan traced its lineage to a single female ancestor and a daughter of Mumbi. The clans were not restricted to any particular geographical area, they lived side by side. Some clans had a recognized leader, others did not. 18. However, in either case, real political power was exercised by the ruling council of elders for each clan. Each clan then forwarded the leader of its council to the apex council of elders for the whole community. The overall council of elders representing all the clans was then led by a headman or the nation's spokesman. Spirituality and religion. Nai, the supreme creator. The Gikuyu were, and still are, monotheists believing in an omnipotent creator whom they refer to as Nai. All of the Gikuyu, Embu, and Kamba use this name. Nai was also known as Murungu by the Meru and Embu tribes, or Mulungu, a variant of a word referring to the creator. The title Mwathani or Mwathi, the greatest ruler, comes from the word Gwatha meaning to rule or reign with authority, was and is still used. All sacrifices to Nai were performed under a sycamore tree, Mukuyu, and if one was not available, a fig tree, Mugumo, would be used. The olive tree, Mutamayu, was a sacred tree for women. Mount Kenya and religion. Nai or Mwene Nyaga is the supreme creator and giver of all things. He created the first Gikuyu communities, and provided them with all the resources necessary for life: land, rain, plants, and animals. Nai cannot be seen but is manifested in the sun, moon, stars, comets and meteors, thunder and lightning, rain, rainbows, and in the great fig trees, Mugumo. These trees served as places of worship and sacrifice and marked the spot at Mukurwanayagathanga where Gikuyu and Mumbi, the ancestors of the Gikuyu in the oral legend, first settled. Nai has human characteristics, and although some say that he lives in the sky or in the clouds, Gikuyu lore also says that Nai comes to earth from time to time to inspect it, bestow blessings, and mete out punishment. When he comes, Nai rests on Mount Kenya, Kirinyaga, and Kilimambago, Kirimakyanjahi. Thunder is interpreted to be the movement of Nai and lightning is the weapon used by Nai to clear the way when moving from one sacred place to another. Some people believe that Guy's abode is on Mount Kenya. In one legend, Nai made the mountain his resting place while on an inspection tour of Earth. Nai then took the first man, Agikuyu, to the top to point out the beauty of the land he was giving him.